Formosa, and my Chinese name is叶成彬. I'm from El Salvador, the smallest country in Central America, and I'm studying electrical engineering and automation in South China University of Technology. I'm on my second year of my bachelor's degree. I decided to study in China because abroad we believe China is developing very fast. So we are seeing all the technological advances that China is developing right now. We believe this is something very big, and we all want to learn a little bit from what China is making now. I also come here because I'm a Chinese overseas descendant and I have relatives in China, so before coming to China, we didn't know each other. I wanted to come here to Guangzhou to look for them. My great-grandfather was Chinese. He was originally from Guangdong province and also from Guangzhou city. He left China around the 1920s. He kept in contact with our relatives here in China, but unfortunately, they only spoke Cantonese. That's why after my great-grandfather passed away in the 1984, we lost any contact we had with them. So I decided to engage in an adventure and come to China to look for them. According to my mom and my grandma, he was a very generous man. When he arrived to our country, he always kept contact with his relatives here. He used to send them money, clothes, whatever they require him to send. Also back home, he used to make Chinese medicine. This Chinese medicine was also used to treat people from our country. We believe this is a very important cultural exchange between both countries. One of the most important parts of his culture that he bring from back home to us was the Cantonese cuisine. Actually, he was cooking most of the time back home. He used to cook spring rolls. He also used to make orange chicken, a steamed fish, pork buns, and most of the time he loved to make this stuffed pepper with fish balls and soy sauce. It was very delicious. Nowadays, my grandmother is still making these recipes back home. Upon arriving here, I realized that it will be very easy for me to adapt to this kind of food because the taste is exactly the same from what my great-grandfather used to make. So I feel pretty happy that despite I'm not home, I feel like I'm home. We have around 70 letters. The letters were written in Cantonese and were also written with traditional Chinese characters. The first time I attempted to look for my relatives here in China was in 2016. We spent 1 month here in Foshan looking for them, and unfortunately I couldn't find anything. The very last day, I came to South China University of Technology in 2019 to start learning Chinese. When I arrived here, I always had the dream to keep looking for my relatives. It was very hard at the beginning. My Chinese was not so fluent. It wasn't until the second semester when I met someone from our international students office. I really thank her. Her name is Hui Yang Lao Shi. This teacher helped me to translate the letters, to contact people here to look for them, and finally, after around 2 months, we finally found them. My great-grandfather's nephew used to write letters to him, and I found his nephew's son. In the letters, we also had a picture of his great-granddaughter, and fortunately, I was able to meet his great-granddaughter's husband and their son. It was a gorgeous moment. Actually, it was such an amazing moment. My great-grandfather left China in the 1920s, and in the year 2020, I came back to look for them and I could finally find them. I have always wished to share this story with most of the local people and the world because I think this is very special. 在中文的格言里面，给我印象最深刻的一句话是“世上无难事，只怕有心人”。因为到中国从零开始学中文是一个很难的事情，但是我努力了就成功了。还有到广州寻根也是一个特别难的事情，很多人以为我不会成功的，但是我找到我亲戚，所以我觉得世上无难事，只怕有心人。